I've been expecting you. Hello, and welcome back to the channel. I am the Gunpla Guy, and I'm the one that's here to help you through the vast ocean of model kits out there. So buckle up, because we've got something good today. But before we begin, a word from our sponsor. Today's sponsor is, of course, the Gundam Galaxy. I mean, who else would it really be? I know I've already said it, but they really are your one-stop shop for everything a modeler could want. From hundreds of Gundam kits, to Sergeant Frog, to Dragon Ball Z, to Kamen Rider, to Pokemon. They've even got a few Mazinger kits in there. They really do have it all. And with the right tools and the right paints, you really don't need to go anywhere else but there. But I know we're right in the middle of the holiday rush here, so things are a little hectic. You don't even have to leave your house to go to the store. Yes, just go to www.thegundamgalaxy.com. That link will be in the description below, and you will have the entire store right in the palm of your hands. You don't even have to leave. And I mean, what is better nowadays than giving the gift of Gunpla? So, what are you waiting for? Go check them out. I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. Please check them out. Don't make me beg. Have you ever seen a grown man beg? It's not a pretty sight. Anyways, let's stop all this fluff and get right into what we're working on today. And here it is in all of its glory, the Master Grade Deathscythe Hell Endless Waltz version. And I have to say, this is one heck of a kit. But don't take my word for it. Let's break it down a little further and see the articulation on it. Alright, now before we get started on the articulation, as you can see, he's a little slimmer now. I did my initial recording and things were falling off left and right, so I decided to take the active cloak backpack and its signature weapon off just for now. We will get into those momentarily. But let's start with the main unit here. So, starting up top with the head, he's got a bit of a back and forth on that ball joint, and full 360 degrees of rotation, as long as I don't break anything. The shoulders have a slight bit of movement themselves, not much though. The arm can completely come off like that. Now, the arm can only go up about that far, not very far at all. It does have full 360 degrees. Obviously, once you put the backpack on, you're not really going to get that full 360 degrees there, but that's fine. And the arm can bend up about that high there. Not too great. The hand is on a ball joint that has some articulation. And as you can see, we will talk about shortly, as with most master grade hands, it's just a peg that pops into there to switch out the different hands. The thumb, if I remember the name correctly, has its own ball joint movement, but that also can be a bit loose at times. The waist, let's try this the second time around, has a bit of forward and backward. That's actually not too bad. And it has a full 360 degrees of motion. Now, as a note from when I was recording the first time around, the front skirts, side skirts, and the rear skirts here all are on little ball joints. Now, I had one heck of a time with them just falling off, especially the rears. We're just gonna keep that off for now. They are just on ball joints, so they don't have the greatest grasp on there. There's obviously ways to fix that, so it's not really the end of the world on the kit itself, but they're all the basic ball joints. The sides can go side to side, a little bit up and down. Fronts can go forward and back. Same thing as the rear there. Hopefully my hand didn't completely get in the way. Now the leg can kick out quite a bit there, and quite a bit back too, as long as we don't lose his entire head. Yep, quite a bit back. So if you want to put him in some kind of ballerina pose of some sort, I'm fairly certain you're going to be able to get that. Now the knee has a pretty good bend there too. And there's a bit in the leg here. And plenty of side to side. And this piece is actually separate on there. It does have its own bit of movement. Now, as you'll notice, the biggest thing about this kit is he's got quite a few edges there. And I'm not going to lie, the ones especially on the feet are actually very sharp. I'd suggest you to be very careful you don't poke your eye out with that. But you can definitely get him into some fairly dynamic poses, or just have him look completely odd. Now, before we continue onward here, we of course have, as it's known as in the instruction manual, the beam scissors. I'm fairly certain that's not, but the way it holds in is most of this side of it, if you can pick it up on the camera, has its own groove sections, and it can actually fit in with the supplied hands. There's a groove there, if you can see that. Sorry if that's a little blurry. It sticks in. It's a bit of a pain to do, but it is quite a secure fit there, so it shouldn't really fall out. But that's that. And then, of course, the main event there is the active cloak. Really has got some Batman vibes there. Now, these red parts can fold inward. That is mostly for the active cloak's second form, as I will show you here, and then I will show it to you on him. There's parts that pop out there, and a second section that clicks out there and there. And that will be able to completely go around him. We'll do that in a moment, though. And as far as additional accessories, here's all there is. Not too much to them. The little Master Grade Duo Maxwell. If I bring him closer, it's probably going to get blurry. We've got a pair of normal grip hands, although I'm not sure what he can grip without the pieces in there, like these ones, that can hold the beam scissors in. Got a pair of completely closed fists. Got a pair of wide open hands. I have one on him, obviously. And then it's got the little base adapter to stick on its bottom side. I wasn't going to say what you thought I was. And also, it's got two sets of stickers. The regular set of stickers, if I can speak right. And then, don't quote me on these. I'm not sure. I've never really used them. I believe these are dry transfer ones. They may be water slides. Please don't hurt me in the comments. Either way, it actually comes with those, which is pretty nice. Most standard release Master Grades don't have that. Now, let's check out that active cloak in action. Provided I can do this on camera just right. So we pull off the back. That was a hand that fell off. That's not a big deal. Pull off the back, two sections. We slide them around. Pull this down. Gotta maneuver that like so. There we go. Try not to break it. And then the same thing for the other side. The connections are pretty strong, so you really shouldn't have to worry too much about it. There we go. Getting broken there. But now's the real moment of truth. Now, I had a problem with this outside of doing this video now. there's a little slotted section, if you can see on both sides there. It's got to slot in just ever so right. But it's also got to be at a bit of an angle. There we go. We got it. And there he is with his active cloak on. I actually kind of like it. Think it looks pretty good. And there we go. But, as you know, this wouldn't be one of my patented videos without the shaky test to really check out its durability. So let's see how well this Deathscythe holds up. I'm going to try and get him down on the lower side. Try and keep it on picture there. You can tell I'm actually shaking this pretty vigorously, and aside from this moving slightly on his cloak, he's quite a solid kit. So it definitely passes that one, except just there. I will chalk that one up to me, though. And that right there is it for the review. And as I said, this is overall a very good kit. A few minor issues, but nothing that really detracts from it. For a kit that's from 2011, I gotta say, this is really, really nice. I was definitely not expecting it to come out as good as it did. So if you're a fan of Wing, or just kits that can literally poke your eyes out, then this is definitely one for you. As always, if you like this content, please like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below, engage, let's get this community going. I appreciate all of you for watching this video, and stay tuned for the next one. Oh, and as always, don't forget to build on. Thank you very much.